All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Pop Preview, where we're going to be watching a clip from the upcoming Disney Plus show Loki. So, joining me today, Boggs, how's it going?
Yeah, all good, man. Looking forward to this. The series is coming very soon, so glad we've got a sneak peek to see what's up. Because it seems to be a really kind of complex story, going in and out of times, dimensions, whatever. Love it. So yeah, let's see let's get warmed up into it. So yeah, hopefully we get to see some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I think this series is going to be fascinating. Again, it's just
Mm,
going to have a completely different feel from how WandaVision was to how Falcon and Winter Soldier was to
sure.
this. They're all going to feel 100% different, but then take place in the same universe, which is great.
Mm.
Soul, how's it going?
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the most out of left field, completely bonkers in the best way possible show. I can't wait to see it. It has the potential to be one of the best shows this year, just with like all the crazy things that they're going to be trying to do and get away with in this show.
Yeah, especially if Loki has to keep fighting different variants of himself, which
Hmm.
is what the rumor is. Oh, I'm like so down for that. So let's not even wait. Let's just get to it and see what we got.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way.
Are you taking me somewhere to kill me?
No, that's where you just were. I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Well, I don't like to talk.
But you do like to lie, which you just did. As we both know, you love to talk. Talky, talky.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
What does that mean?
You'll catch up.
So you're part of the TVA's courageous and dedicated workforce.
Yes.
You were created by the Timekeepers
Yep.
to protect the sacred timeline.
Correct. Is that funny?
The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of three space lizards, yes, it's funny. It's absurd.
I thought you didn't like to talk.
I mean, that is interesting. That is interesting. I wasn't sure about Owen in this, especially when he was cast. I was like, how is he gonna fit into this? But seeing that scene, and obviously all the stuff we see in the trailer, it's just like, yeah, he fits right into this world. Absolutely. So, what do you think?
Yeah, when they cast Owen Wilson, I was just like, this is going to be great. This is going to be absolutely bonkers. And just the fact that it fits in so well, the two of them together, the comedy is there. It's a little bit of a drier humor, which is like completely up my alley. So I'm super excited for this show. And that was a great clip.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got a little bit of. Hopefully, the show literally picks up exactly like we see Loki go out of that portal. I
Right.
want to see exactly where he goes after that. I just pick up exactly where we last see him. Boggs, how do you feel about this clip?
Yeah, it was cool. Obviously, as you mentioned there, Owen Wilson, no, I knew he was going to be great in it. Like his humor, his delivery, his acting style, he's definitely going to fit straight in to the kind of Marvel humor, as well as obviously the whole kind of
Wes
storyline. And
Anderson, like,
yeah, definitely. I think he's really funny, just generally. So yeah, definitely will fit. And it's such a good character to put him up against someone you can always kind of jive with. But yeah, no, you got a lot there. I felt like they're actually talking about what the situation is, like the TVA, is that what they're called? And yeah, what how that occurs. There's three of them, and the law around it. Like, oh, okay, so we know that. So there must be so much more coming in that series. But so now they're kind of putting sprinklings out there now, like breadcrumbs out there to kind of get set, because it's going to be such a kind of fun time traveling adventure story. But yeah, I really do hope we see the exact, you know, occurrences after him, taking the Tesseract and then disappearing. Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, looks super interesting, and I want to know more. So yeah, we'll see what's to come. But yeah, I'm in 100%.
Yeah, I mean, Bad Batch has kicked Loki off of Friday, and
Hmm.
and now they've gone to Wednesday. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. So now it's June 9th that we're getting Loki. So this show it's really really gonna be good. I truly feel that. Obviously, we already know that it's gonna continue going forward, and I think this is the out of all the shows that they've announced so far, I think this is the only one, in my opinion, that should just stay a show and just have Loki continue doing what he's doing in this little pocket of the MCU. Everybody else can obviously. We already know Miss Marvel's going to be in the Marvels and things like that. Everybody could just keep going forward. But I think Loki can find his. Because we all love Tom Hiddleston, and I think this is a way to keep him in the MCU without him being in the MCU, if that makes any sense. So I'm hoping we get we already know we're probably going to get a season 2. I hope we get a 3 or 4. But maybe that's just me, so what do you think?
I agree with you. I think that he served his purpose in the movie format, and I think bringing him back in the movies kind of diminishes like his final death, because we've seen him die so many times, come back, die so many times, come back, and then when like Thanos is like, this one's final.
Yeah.
Therefore, so obviously it's a different Loki. It's the Loki from the 2012 Avengers. So I think just having him be part of the TVA, learn what happened to Loki Prime, learn kind of what would have ended up happening, and then like maybe just being part of the TVA and going on adventures with Owen Wilson. I think that would be great for a show that exists in the universe but doesn't really like have him go into other movies.
Yeah, I mean, because you could do like, because then you can have variants of other characters as well. Like the possibilities of a show like this.
Yeah, Chris Evans or Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
absolutely, and variants obviously of Loki himself, because he's a variant himself. I still am very curious about what his reaction is going to be when he finds out what happened to Loki Prime, if that's what they're going to end up calling him. What his reaction to that is when he finds out that he's not Loki Prime. How's he gonna feel about that? Like, there's so many things I'm interested to see Tom Hiddleston's portrayal of this version of Loki, because this version of Loki, we don't know where his trajectory is gonna go. So, Boggs, final thoughts on where this show could potentially go?
Oh, I mean, I've got absolutely no idea. I mean, we're dealing with different times here, kind of different dimensions, different, like you said, like a different variants of characters, and like I can't even speculate what was going to happen, but it looks like a fun ride, and it's going to be funny throughout. That's another positive. And they always got their action stuff, and they'll have tie-ins to other movies or the characters, so it'll be super fun. I'm just here for the ride, and it seems like the most maybe I don't know, maybe just the most interesting show for me anyway, out of WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki. I think this is the most like really what they're going to do, like in terms of just the overall MCU and storyline moving forward potentially. So yes, no idea what's to come, but definitely in for it.
Yeah, so there's no point in speculating anymore. I think I've seen all I need to see. June 9th can't come soon enough. So what do you guys think of the clip that we just watched? Are you excited to see the Loki variants? What's gonna happen? Who he's gonna go up against? What surprise cameos we're probably gonna get? Obviously, where this show could potentially go in the future. So many possibilities, so many twists and turns the show is probably gonna give us. So looking forward to it. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. Obviously, when the show does come out in June, we'll do a review on each episode, just like we did with Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we're doing currently with Bad Batch, so you guys can look out for those on the channel. And so until then, for Soul, for Boggs, myself, take care, and variants are not so bad.